I've been asked this at least once a week since I started making YouTube videos on how to dye your interior pieces. So in this video I'm going to show you the process that I go through in order to change pretty much your interior to any color that you want. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to give you two examples. So I have a good used original factory piece right here. And then also here are some reproduction pieces. We're going to dye both of them. And it's the same process for each, but I can show you that at the end of the day, your new and your factory pieces will look pretty much identical. Here are the products that I use. So first, I use scrubbing bubbles just because it's convenient, but any kind of soap and water to clean the parts is what you want. Next is going to be the wax and grease remover. That's some good stuff. And then lastly is this dye from Corvette America. Now before we start, I can't stress this enough. Buy the nice stuff. Yeah, these people that go to AutoZone and they buy the $3, $4, $5 can of interior dye, but it's really not good product. What you want to buy is the stuff from Corvette America. I think this is like 15, 16 bucks a can. But the reason why I like it is because it actually changes the color instead of just laying on top. If you've seen these Corvettes in the past, you've seen people try, botched attempts to try to change in color. You'll see the big hunks of dye coming off of interior parts, and that's because they use the wrong stuff. They use paint. So the paint lays on top, the dye actually soaks in. Another way to tell if they've used the wrong thing is you see all this texture that's in the interior part. If you use paint, the paint usually fills that up and you won't be able to see it. Here's a really good example. This is a part from one of my parts cars. But as you can see, this is what happens when you use paint. You see how it really just flakes right off? It doesn't really bond to it very well. That's what happens when you use paint. The big chunks just peel right off. They'll lift with any kind of dirt or anything like that. And it just never looks as good as using dye. So if you use the wrong stuff, especially on stuff like seats or armrests or door panel stuff that gets touched a lot, you'll get that. The first step is obviously prep. As you can see we'll start with this one, on this interior piece, you can see the texture in it a lot more than, let's say, the new ones. The reason being is because it's pretty much full of dirt. So for scrubbing bubbles, I like to get it on there thick, like that. Let it sit for a couple of minutes and then just use a toothbrush or some kind of soft bristle brush and go in small circles. What that does is that cleans out all the nasty that's deep inside of the ridges. Now this is behind the driver's head, and if they ever smoked in the car, it gets a lot of cigarette smoke up in it, and you can see just by what's coming off of the brush how much dirt I'm getting off of it. When you wipe it away, you can see the difference that scrubbing is making. Now if we were going to stay tan, this is a beautiful piece and it would clean up really, really nice. But you can see what needs to come off in order to get the surface ready to accept dye. So I'm going to spend some time and I'm going to scrub all these pieces, get them nice and pretty, and then we'll go to the grease and wax remover. After you're done cleaning everything, this is really the most important step, getting everything really, really clean. You want to let it dry, preferably in the sun, which we don't have any today, for at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we go to the grease and wax remover. I mean, this stuff is pretty simple. You prep, no matter what you're painting, you want to prep it. And so what I like to do, you just pour a little bit onto the rag like so, get your rag nice and wet, and then it just wipes down on the panel. Luckily this stuff dries pretty quickly, and you can see the kind of the shine that it puts on, and you can see it evaporate. It evaporates really quickly, but you do get quite a bit of residual dirt off of these pieces when you use that stuff. It's kind of expensive as well, but remember, prep is what you want to focus on. The key number for this is 15 minutes. So in between every coat, you want to do 15 minutes. Remember, take your dye, shake it well, and then what I like to do is focus on the edges, and we're going to do what I call a guide coat at this point. Just kind of fog it, get color on everything, but don't do it too thick. This is an important step. You don't want it too thick. According to the can, it says apply in mist coats using light even strokes side to side. Apply 2 or 3 mist coats at intervals about 10 minutes. Heavy coats will result in patchiness and runs. So follow the instructions on the can, but I'm going to show you what I do just because I've done this so many times. With 2 coats on the top side, we have to do a couple coats on the bottom side. I'd normally hang these up, if possible, hang them up, but you know what? It's really hard to film painting stuff when it's hanging in the air. The camera doesn't like to focus on it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to pretty much paint the back edges of all these interior parts. As you can see, the paint doesn't really get all the way around it. So we'll put 2 coats on these back edges, make them look as good as they're going to, and then we'll flip it around one more time and do the final coat on the front. Just did the final coat. Like I said, you want to make sure it's a little bit more heavy on the final coat. And right now it's just a little splotchy because it's not done drying, but I mean, you never know. These used to be tan, you know, about an hour ago. So here is your final product. So dyed, came from one of the retailers already black. It's pretty good. Looks very, very similar, if not exactly the same. Well, I hope this video helps you guys out. Remember, mist coats, do a lot of coats, and then in the end do a heavy coat. And you should have results just like this. Anybody can do it. It's not that hard. Don't forget to order your stickers, and I will see you guys in the next video.